Amara's mouth dropped open slightly. Her anger paused. Not disappeared, but paused, like someone pressed the space bar on a video. Her voice was weak. Ibuka? Your elder brother? Yes. The one who died 2 years ago? Yes. She turned slowly to the woman. You, she whispered. You're his wife? The woman nodded quickly, tears welling up. Yes, madam. I'm Ngozi. Amara staggered back a step. But why? Why are you here? Why now, and why the secrecy? Ngozi sniffed. We've been struggling. My health failed after my husband died. No money, no support. The boy, Obina, he fell sick often. Your husband has been helping us. Sometimes food, sometimes hospital money. Amara's eyes whipped back to Chinedu. You were paying her hospital bills? Yes, he said. You were visiting them behind my back? Yes. And you didn't think it was worth mentioning to your wife? I tried. No, you didn't, she shouted. You hid it for 1 whole year. Chinedu's chest loosened painfully. I didn't hide it because I thought it was wrong, he whispered. I hid it because of how you react when money is involved. You always say I don't contribute. You always feel pressured. You always talk about carrying the family alone. I didn't want to add to your stress. Amara swallowed hard. Her anger began to twist into something else. Confusion, shock, and guilt. She shook her head slowly, trying to make sense of it all. But the child, she whispered. Why does he look like you? Ngozi stepped forward slightly. Madam, he looks like his father. And your husband and his late brother, they were like twins. Amara froze. She remembered. She had seen pictures. Ibuka and Chinedu had almost identical faces. Tears pricked her eyes. Chinedu continued softly. I was helping them because they had nobody else. My brother died without leaving anything behind. Ngozi was thrown out by the landlord. They were sleeping in a room in a church. I couldn't watch them suffer, Amara. He looked at her with pleading eyes. I wasn't cheating on you. I was trying to keep my brother's family alive. A tear slipped down Amara's cheek. She wiped it away violently. No, she whispered, shaking her head. No, no, no. You should have told me. You should have trusted me. Chinedu's eyes softened with sadness. Every time I tried to tell you something sensitive, you shouted. You got angry. You didn't let me talk. Her lips trembled. So you decided to make me the enemy. He shook his head. No, I just didn't want you to feel burdened. And I didn't want you to misunderstand. Well, I did misunderstand, she whispered. Because you lied by omission, Chinedu. You kept something this big from me. You let me think the worst. His shoulders slumped. I know, he whispered. And I'm sorry. But Amara wasn't finished. Her voice dropped into a low, trembling whisper. Chinedu, is that everything? Is this the only thing you're hiding from me? He hesitated. Not long. Not dramatically. Just long enough for her heart to drop. Amara stepped toward him slowly, her eyes wide, her voice barely audible. What else? Are you hiding? Chinedu looked away. Then he walked to the dining table, reached into the bottom drawer, and brought out another brown envelope. He placed it gently on the table. Amara stared at it, dread crawling up her spine. What is that? She whispered. Chinedu took a shaky breath. It's the truth, he said. The truth I should have told you a long time ago. Amara's heart pounded. Her palms turned cold. And when she finally opened the envelope, what she saw inside would change their marriage forever. For a long moment, Amara didn't breathe. Her fingers trembled as she held the brown envelope. the one Chinedu had placed on the dining table like a confession. The room felt too quiet, too cold. Even the AC hum sounded distant. Slowly, she lifted the flap. The papers inside were neatly arranged, smooth, untouched, as if they had been waiting for this exact moment to cause pain. She pulled the first sheet out. Her eyes scanned it. Then her heart stopped. Her name was printed boldly at the top. Amarachi Okeke. Diagnosis and lab report. She read it twice, 3 times, but the words didn't change. She swallowed. Her voice cracked as she whispered, "Chinedu, what is this?" He closed his eyes, exhaling shakily. "It's the result from your tests." "My tests?" He nodded. "Yes." Her chest rose and fell in uneven breaths. "You mean the day I fainted? You said it was just a slip in the bathroom." He breathed deeply. "I lied, because I didn't want you to panic. You hit your head before you fell. You were dizzy for weeks before that. I knew something was wrong. I couldn't ignore it anymore." Amara's grip tightened on the paper. She skimmed the next lines. Hormonal imbalance, multiple fibroid growths, early-stage complications, abnormal blood pressure spikes. Her vision blurred. Her ears buzzed. Her hand flew to her mouth, stifling a trembling gasp. The woman holding the sleeping boy stepped backward quietly, as though she had intruded into something sacred and painful. Even the little boy stirred but fell back asleep. But Amara, she felt like her entire world had collapsed inside her chest. She looked up at her husband, her eyes unrecognizable. "How long have you known?" she whispered. Chinedu swallowed, his Adam's apple trembling. 3 months. 3 months? Yes. She took a step back, bumping into the sofa. Her knees wobbled. 3 months. 3 months she had been shouting. 3 months she had been slapping him. 3 months she had been accusing him. 3 months she had been drowning in insecurities and pride. While he carried this on his shoulders. Her voice broke painfully. Why didn't you tell me?" "Because," he said softly, "you weren't in a place to hear it. Every day you came home angry, tired, shouting. You said I didn't make your life easier. I didn't want to add fear to it." Her throat tightened. "So you hid my own body, my own sickness. From me?" "I was trying to find a way to say it," he whispered. "But things got worse between us. The more you pushed me away, the harder it became to talk." A tear slipped down Amara's cheek, but she wiped it quickly, almost angrily. "So this is the truth," she whispered. "I'm sick." He looked away. "Yes. And I've been taking it out on you." Chinedu didn't respond. He didn't need to. Silence answered for him. The kind of silence that exposes every hidden wound. Amara turned away, her breath shaking. Her heart hurt, not like a physical pain, but like someone was squeezing her chest from the inside. She felt small. She felt ashamed. She felt broken. She squeezed the report in her hand until the paper bent. "So all the while I was shouting, slapping you, insulting you," she whispered, voice trembling. "You were carrying this?" "Yes. And you didn't say a word." "No." Her eyes shimmered with tears. She blinked them back, but one escaped. It rolled down her cheek, warm and heavy. "Why?" she whispered. "Why didn't you tell me this first? Instead of letting me feel betrayed by something that wasn't even true?" Chinedu sighed. "I was afraid, and I didn't want to make you feel weak." "You're so strong, Amara. Too strong sometimes. I didn't want you to think your body was failing you." She shook her head slowly. "So you let me ruin you." "Amara, no, don't defend me," she snapped, her voice cracking. I did this. I pushed you away. I hurt you every day. I treated you like nothing. You were stressed. That's no excuse, she cried. Her voice broke completely. You carried all of this alone. I didn't see your pain. I didn't see you. I let money blind me. Her knees finally buckled. She crashed onto the sofa, dropping the papers. Her hands covered her face. But her crying wasn't loud. No, it was quiet, silent, painful. The kind of cry that comes from deep inside the bone marrow. The kind that breaks something forever. The widow, Ngozi, gently shifted her son on her shoulder, whispering, "Madam, please don't cry." But Amara didn't even hear her. Her world had already shattered. She looked up at her husband again. "Chinedu," she whispered. "I'm not the woman you married. I don't even recognize myself anymore. I've hurt you in ways I didn't even understand." He tried to reach for her hand, but she pulled away. She shook her head, tears falling freely now. "No," she whispered. "Don't comfort me. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve your kindness. I don't deserve your patience. I don't deserve your love." Chinedu's face softened, but she didn't look at him. Her voice was barely audible. "I destroyed everything." The room felt heavier than before, like grief had settled into the walls. Ngozi shifted uncomfortably. "Sir, madam, maybe I should go. I didn't mean to cause trouble." But Amara didn't respond. She was somewhere else, deep inside a storm she couldn't escape. Chinedu slowly approached her. "Amara, we can fix this." But she shook her head again. "No," she whispered. "You can fix everything. I break things. I broke us." Her shoulders trembled. "I broke our home. I broke our peace. I broke our daughter's heart." She covered her face again, sobbing quietly. Chinedu looked at her. But for once, he didn't know what to do. He had held the marriage together for years. Held the peace, held the hope. But now, he didn't know how to hold her. Not like this. Not while she was breaking from the inside. Not when she wasn't asking to be held. The house felt too big for their pain. Too quiet. Too sad. Kamsi's teddy bear still lay on the sofa, its button eye facing the ceiling as if watching the family fall apart. Ngozi whispered, "Madam, let me get you water." "No," Amara said faintly. "Nothing will help." She lowered her head, wiping her tears with a shaking hand. But they kept falling. And falling. Her voice came out strangled. "Chinedu, I don't know how to live with this. I don't know how to face you. I don't know how to breathe after knowing what I've done." She looked at the medical report again. Fibroids, complications, hormonal imbalance. She touched her stomach with a trembling hand. "And now, my own body is failing me," she whispered. "What am I even good for anymore?" "Amara, no," she cut him off. Don't. She stared at the wall with empty eyes. "I've lost myself," she whispered. "And I think I might have lost you too." Chinedu felt something tighten painfully inside his chest, but he didn't speak. He couldn't. Nothing he said could reach her now. Amara pulled her knees to her chest slowly, curling inwards, like someone trying to disappear. Her voice broke as she whispered, "My life is falling apart, and I don't know how to stop it." The house sank deeper into silence, a sorrowful, suffocating silence. Nobody moved. Nobody breathed too loudly. The rain outside began gently, tapping on the roof like tiny whispers of a world that didn't care about human heartbreak. Amara stared blankly at the floor, her face streaked with tears, her voice barely alive. "Chinedu, I'm sorry. she whispered, "but I don't think sorry will ever be enough." The words hung in the air, heavy, dark, hopeless. And that was how it ended. Not with a reconciliation, not with forgiveness, not with healing, just silence and sorrow. A marriage cracked too deeply, a home swallowed by quiet grief, and a truth that came too late.